Have you ever noticed that as the years go by, it's not your eyesight or your memory that seems to fade first, but your legs? There's an old saying, the legs grow old first. For many of us, this truth hits home one day as we climb the stairs a little slower, or find ourselves gripping the handrail when we once moved with ease. Annie Lee knows this feeling all too well. Once a graceful dancer, she now feels her legs growing heavy and less steady, even as her mind and spirit remain as vibrant as ever. It's a subtle change that creeps in with age. Suddenly, movements that used to be second nature now take more effort. Annie's story is a reflection of what so many seniors quietly experience. The realization that our legs carry the greatest burden of time. But is it just age, or can we do something about it? Today, we're exploring why our legs often age before the rest of our bodies, what warning signs to watch for, and, most importantly, how simple changes to our daily habits and diets can help keep our legs strong, steady, and ready for the life we still want to live. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. For most of our lives, our legs have been our steadfast companions. They carried us through childhood races, long days at work, joyful dances at family weddings, and steady walks in the park. But somewhere along the way, we may wake up one morning and realize that our legs, once so strong and reliable, aren't quite what they used to be. Maybe the stairs in our home seem a little taller than before. Maybe a stroll around the neighborhood leaves us catching our breath, our knees complaining, our ankles aching. For many, it feels as if the very first signs of aging begin right there, in our legs. It's not just an old wives' tale that the legs grow old first. There's real science behind it. Our legs bear the greatest burden of daily life. They are our pillars, the foundation of our independence, responsible for more than half of our body's muscle mass and bone structure. It's no wonder they are often the first to show wear and tear as the years pass. Yet, when we look a little deeper, we find that this isn't just about the passage of time. The story of why our legs age before the rest of us is woven from many threads. Our daily habits, the genes we inherit, the food on our plates, our activity levels, and the health challenges we quietly carry. The impact of lifestyle habits. Let's start with our everyday routines, those habits that settle in, almost unnoticed, as we get older. Many of us spent decades working at a desk, sitting in meetings, or relaxing in front of the television after a long day. Sitting, at first, feels harmless, comfortable, even. But over time, those hours add up. The muscles in our legs, designed to move and stretch, start to weaken when they're not used. Blood flows more sluggishly, pooling in our calves and feet, making them feel heavy or numb. Think back to the generations before us, our parents and grandparents. Many of them worked on their feet, whether in factories, on farms, or in bustling households. Movement was a part of daily life. But today, modern conveniences mean we sit more than ever, often out of habit rather than necessity. Even something as simple as crossing our legs or standing with poor posture can slowly strain our joints, compress nerves, and set the stage for aches and pains. Some habits are shaped by the roles we played. Women who wore high heels for years might now find that their knees and hips feel stiff and sore. Those who spent years lifting heavy objects or standing on hard floors may now notice discomfort that lingers long after the task is done. It's easy to overlook these patterns, but over the years, they leave their mark. The result? Our legs start to lose their youthful strength and resilience, not just because of age, but because of how we've used, or not used, them along the way. The impact of genetic factors. Of course, not everything is within our control. Sometimes, the blueprint for our bodies is handed down long before we ever take our first steps. Genetics plays a powerful role in how we age, and our legs are no exception. Perhaps you've noticed that some people seem blessed with sturdy, muscular legs well into their 70s or 80s, while others face trouble with weak knees or brittle bones much earlier in life. Maybe your mother used to complain about her aching joints, or your father always warned you about bad veins running in the family. Science tells us that our genes can make us more susceptible to certain issues, like osteoarthritis, which causes joints to become swollen and painful, or osteoporosis, where bones become porous and fragile. Some families have a history of varicose veins or muscle weakness that shows up generation after generation. But genetics is never the whole story. They set the stage, but our choices and environment play leading roles. Even if your family tree is filled with relatives who struggled with leg problems, it doesn't mean you're destined for the same fate. Knowing your history can be empowering. It helps you watch for early signs, take precautions, and make changes that may slow down or even prevent some of the problems your parents faced. The impact of malnutrition. Food is more than just fuel. It's the building block of every cell in our bodies, especially in our muscles and bones. In our younger years, we often took our strength for granted, grabbing whatever was quick and easy, trusting that our bodies would do the rest. But as we age, what we eat becomes more important than ever, especially when it comes to the health of our legs. Malnutrition doesn't always mean hunger. Sometimes it's subtle, a lack of certain vitamins, minerals, or proteins that quietly chips away at our physical strength. Our muscles need high-quality protein to stay firm and flexible. Our bones need calcium and vitamin D to maintain density and resist fractures. If our diets are lacking, our bodies will draw on their reserves, but over time, those reserves run dry. For many older Americans, changes in appetite, difficulty chewing, or limited access to fresh food can make it hard to get the nutrition we need. It's easy to skip a meal or reach for packaged snacks that are high in salt but low in nutrients. Yet, without enough calcium, vitamin D, or protein, our muscles shrink and our bones weaken. Even mild malnutrition can make us more prone to falls, fractures, and slow healing. There's another challenge too. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing nutrients from the food we eat. That means we need to be even more mindful, choosing foods that pack a nutritional punch: lean meats, leafy greens, dairy, beans, nuts, and fish. It's not just about living longer, but about living better. Staying strong enough to walk, garden, travel, and play with grandchildren. The impact of lack of exercise. It's often said that motion is lotion for the body, and nowhere is that more true than in our legs. Muscles and joints thrive on regular use. They stay strong, supple, and well lubricated when we move. But when we slow down, whether by choice or by necessity, our bodies respond in kind. Muscles shrink, joints stiffen, and balance begins to falter. It's a vicious cycle. An ache in the knee or a twinge in the hip can make us hesitant to walk or stretch, which only leads to more weakness and discomfort. Before we know it, we've lost the confidence to climb stairs, walk to the mailbox, or join friends for a stroll around the park. For some, fear of falling becomes so great that they avoid movement altogether, never realizing that this avoidance only increases the risk. The research is clear. Regular, moderate exercise can slow down many of the changes associated with aging. Even simple activities, walking, cycling, gentle stretching, or balance exercises, can make a world of difference. They boost blood flow to the legs, help muscles stay firm, and keep joints flexible. Exercise isn't just for the young. It's a lifelong prescription for independence. Many communities now offer senior fitness classes, walking groups, or water aerobics tailored to different abilities. And it's never too late to start. Even small steps, like standing up during commercial breaks or taking an extra lap around the house, add up over time. The key is consistency, not intensity. Every bit of movement keeps the legs younger, longer. The impact of chronic diseases. Finally, we come to one of the greatest challenges for seniors. Chronic diseases that quietly erode the health of our legs. Conditions like diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease are all too common in later life, and each brings its own set of obstacles. Diabetes, for example, can damage the nerves and blood vessels in the legs, leading to numbness, tingling, or even dangerous infections. Arthritis causes the joints, especially in the knees and hips, to swell, ache, and lose flexibility. Poor circulation, often linked to high blood pressure or heart disease, makes it harder for blood to nourish the muscles and skin, sometimes resulting in swelling, cramping, or even sores that heal slowly. These diseases don't always show up overnight. They creep in gradually, sometimes masked by other aches and pains. But left unchecked, they make it harder to stay active, to enjoy favorite activities, and to recover from even minor injuries. The emotional toll is heavy, too. Frustration, fear, or a sense of losing independence can weigh as much as any physical symptom. Yet there is hope, even in the face of chronic illness. Good medical care, regular checkups, and a willingness to manage conditions head-on can protect the legs and prolong mobility. Medication, physical therapy, and healthy lifestyle choices are powerful allies. Just as importantly, a strong support network, family, friends, and health professionals can provide encouragement and practical help along the way. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Weaving it all together. So why do the legs age first? The answer is complex, shaped by a lifetime of choices, circumstances, and the unique journey of every individual. For some, it's the slow accumulation of everyday habits. Too much sitting, not enough stretching, poor posture, or years in the wrong shoes. For others, it's the invisible hand of genetics, setting the stage for challenges that appear without warning. Malnutrition and chronic illness add their weight, each chip carving away at our foundation. But understanding these causes is not a reason to despair. It's an opportunity for action. Every step we take, whether it's choosing a nutritious meal, going for a daily walk, standing tall, or managing our health conditions, helps to turn back the clock, or at the very least, slow its pace. The legs may be the first to show their age, but with care, attention, and a bit of determination, they can continue to carry us through the years with strength, dignity, and grace. This journey belongs to each of us, but it is a journey best taken with awareness, hope, and a willingness to make small, steady changes. Our legs have served us well. Now it's our turn to serve them, nourishing them with good food, moving them with purpose, and honoring their role in our independence and joy. As the saying goes, you're only as old as your legs feel. So let's give them every reason to feel young. There comes a time in every life when we begin to notice small changes in the way our bodies feel and move. For many, these changes first appear in our legs, the very parts of us that carried us through decades of living, loving, and learning. The signs are subtle at first, almost easy to brush aside. But over the years, they grow harder to ignore. It's the quiet, unspoken story of aging, a story told not in wrinkles or gray hair, but in the slow, persistent changes that make our steps a little less certain, our walks a little shorter, our confidence a little more fragile. For Annie Lee, that realization arrived one sunny afternoon, as she reached for a can on the top shelf in her kitchen and felt a sudden, unfamiliar weakness in her thighs. The same legs that had waltzed her across ballrooms and hurried her through airport terminals now seemed foreign, sluggish, unsteady, almost reluctant to answer her mind's commands. It was as if her body was whispering a secret she had long refused to hear. The legs, more than any other part of us, are the first to announce the arrival of age. But what, exactly, are the signs of leg aging? And how do we recognize them? Early enough to respond with care and determination, before those changes steal away the freedom and independence we hold so dear. To answer that, we must look closely at the quiet signals our bodies send, and understand what each means for our journey ahead. Muscle atrophy and weakening strength. The first and most universal sign of aging legs is the slow loss of muscle mass, known as muscle atrophy. It's a process that begins quietly, often as early as our 40s, and accelerates with each passing decade if left unchecked. Muscle fibers, once thick and powerful from years of use, begin to shrink. The thighs, which once felt firm and supportive, may now seem softer, almost deflated. Even the simple act of rising from a chair or climbing a few stairs can suddenly feel like a major effort. This weakening of the muscles doesn't happen overnight. For most, it sneaks in gradually, disguised as just getting tired or taking it easy. But the effects are profound. Less muscle means less power in every step, less stability when turning or reaching, and a growing risk of falls or stumbles. Annie found herself hesitating before she stood up, gripping the table for extra support, and feeling an unfamiliar sense of vulnerability when walking on uneven ground. For those who prided themselves on an active lifestyle, this loss can be deeply unsettling. It's not only about physical strength, it's about the subtle erosion of confidence, the slow narrowing of the world as distances once trivial now seem daunting. But recognizing muscle atrophy for what it is can be a call to action. A reminder that, with the right habits and support, it's possible to slow or even reverse some of these changes. B. Joint pain and stiffness. Another unmistakable sign of leg aging is joint pain and stiffness, especially in the knees and hips. The joints of our lower body are the hard-working in the human frame. They've carried us up mountains, down city blocks, and across generations of family gatherings. But as we age, the smooth cartilage that once cushioned each movement begins to thin and wear away. The fluid that once allowed our joints to glide becomes scarce. What remains is bone rubbing against bone, an experience that is, quite simply, agony. For Annie, mornings became the hardest part of the day. The simple act of swinging her legs out of bed and standing up sent a jolt of pain through her knees. Stiffness seemed to set in overnight, as if her joints needed time to wake up with her. Steps that used to be quick and light now felt labored, each movement a reminder of the passage of time. Joint pain can make even small tasks seem impossible. Bending down to tie shoes, kneeling to tend a flower bed, or walking for longer than a few minutes at a time. The frustration often comes not just from pain, but from the unpredictability. Some days are good, others are almost unbearable. But the body's warning signals are important. They tell us when it's time to seek help, try new treatments, or make small adjustments that protect our joints for years to come. C. Varicose veins and edema. The aging process isn't just about muscles and bones. It's also about the intricate network of blood vessels that supply our legs with life and energy. Over time, those veins can lose their youthful elasticity. Valves that once worked efficiently to move blood back toward the heart may grow weak, allowing blood to pool in the lower legs. The result is a condition familiar to millions: varicose veins. At first, varicose veins appear as blue or purple lines, just beneath the skin's surface. They may bulge or twist, especially after standing for long periods. For many, they're more than a cosmetic nuisance. They bring aching, throbbing, and a feeling of heaviness that makes walking uncomfortable. Sometimes, the skin near the veins can itch or become sensitive to the touch. Edema, or swelling in the lower legs and ankles, often accompanies varicose veins. It can be triggered by poor circulation, prolonged sitting, or underlying health conditions like heart disease or kidney trouble. For Annie, the end of each day brought a familiar swelling, a ring of tightness around her calves, a sense of pressure that made her legs feel heavy and slow. These symptoms, though common, are not to be ignored. They are messages from the body, asking for rest, elevation, or medical advice. Left untreated, they can lead to more serious complications, including skin ulcers or blood clots. But with the right care, compression stockings, gentle movement, and regular checkups, they can often be managed, preserving comfort and mobility. D. Osteoporosis and easy fractures. Perhaps one of the most serious consequences of aging legs is the weakening of the bones themselves, a condition known as osteoporosis. As we age, the process of bone renewal slows, and bones gradually lose density. For many, This change goes unnoticed until the unthinkable happens. A slip, a stumble, and suddenly a hip or a wrist is fractured. Osteoporosis is often called the silent disease because it offers little warning until a break occurs. For older Americans, fractures in the hips, spine, or legs can have life-altering consequences, leading to loss of independence, lengthy hospital stays, and sometimes a permanent move away from home. Annie's neighbor, Mrs. Johnson, was one such case. A minor fall on her front steps led to a broken hip, months of rehab, and a cascade of challenges she never expected. Bone health is shaped by genetics, diet, exercise, and overall health. Lack of calcium or vitamin D, sedentary living, and certain medications can all accelerate bone loss. The good news? Early screening, bone-strengthening medications, weight-bearing exercise, and proper nutrition can help maintain bone density and prevent fractures. Awareness is the first step. Action is the second. E. Unsteady gait and reduced balance ability. Finally, one of the most telling signs of leg aging is a change in the way we walk. Our gait. The confident, steady stride of youth can gradually give way to cautious, shorter steps, shuffling, or an outward turning of the feet. Balance, once automatic, now demands concentration. Some people may notice that turning quickly or walking on uneven ground makes them nervous or dizzy. This loss of balance is often a combination of all the other changes. Weaker muscles, stiff joints, fragile bones, and slower reflexes. It can also be worsened by vision changes, medication side effects, or chronic conditions like Parkinson's or neuropathy. The risk of falls increases, sometimes leading to injuries that sap confidence and independence. For Annie, the realization came one day while carrying groceries. She found herself gripping the banister tightly, heart pounding at the thought of a misstep. Friends and family gently suggested a cane or walker, and while she resisted at first, she eventually accepted the extra support. The adjustment wasn't just physical, it was emotional, a quiet grieving for the freedom and spontaneity of youth, mixed with gratitude for each day she could still move under her power. The story of aging legs is one shared by millions. Each sign, weakening muscles, aching joints, bulging veins, fragile bones, and uncertain steps, tells a chapter of a life lived fully, with all its triumphs and tribulations. But these signs are not just warnings. They are invitations to care for ourselves with new attention and kindness. They remind us that while the legs may show age first, they also respond first to loving care. A nourishing meal, a gentle stretch, a walk in the fresh air, or a visit with a skilled doctor. By listening to these signals and responding with wisdom and compassion, we honor both the journeys our legs have carried us on and the many more adventures still to come. No matter how old we become, the story isn't over. There are still new paths to walk, new joys to chase, and new strengths to discover in the legs that have carried us this far. If you ask any older American what they wish they'd known sooner about growing older, many will say it's how important nutrition becomes with every passing decade, especially when it comes to our legs. After all, our legs are the foundation of our independence. They carry us through the everyday joys and challenges of life, from walking in the park and playing with grandkids to climbing the stairs in our own homes. When our legs are strong and healthy, we feel free. But if they become weak or painful, the world can feel suddenly smaller and lonelier. It's easy to forget that what we put on our plates each day is quietly shaping our future strength and mobility. Most of us grew up with meals centered around tradition: roast chicken on Sundays, pot roast in the winter, homemade bread, casseroles, and pies at family gatherings. Food was comfort, celebration, and connection. But as we age, the body's needs shift. We require more of certain nutrients and less of others, especially if we want to keep our legs as sturdy and reliable as they've always been. Modern science and the wisdom of healthy elders agree. Some foods stand out for their ability to support strong muscles, resilient bones, supple joints, and good circulation. Among the best, 3 are consistently recommended. Simple, everyday foods you can find in any American kitchen: nuts, deep-sea fish, and leafy green vegetables. A. Nuts. Let's start with nuts. For generations, nuts have been a symbol of abundance, celebration, and even luck at American tables. Think of walnuts in holiday cookies, pecans in Thanksgiving pie, or a handful of roasted peanuts at a summer ball game. But beyond tradition, nuts are a nutritional powerhouse, especially for those of us past our prime growing years. Nuts are rich in high-quality protein, the very building block your muscles need to stay firm. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build or repair muscle, which makes a steady supply all the more critical. Even a small handful of almonds, walnuts, pistachios, or pecans can help preserve muscle mass in your legs, making it easier to walk, rise from a chair, or maintain your balance. The protein in nuts is complemented by healthy fats, primarily unsaturated fats, which help keep your heart and blood vessels healthy. Strong circulation, after all, is essential for delivering oxygen and nutrients to working leg muscles and for clearing away waste products that can cause stiffness and fatigue. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Nuts also bring a bounty of vitamins and minerals to the table, such as magnesium and potassium, both of which help regulate muscle function and keep leg cramps at bay. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant found in many nuts, helps protect the cells of your muscles and nerves from the wear and tear of daily life. For older adults, antioxidants are especially important. They help to reduce inflammation, soothe aching joints, and support healing. Beyond that, nuts are full of plant compounds like polyphenol and flavonoids that boost immune health and may even slow some of the aging processes in our tissues. For people managing diabetes or cholesterol, nuts can help steady blood sugar and lower LDL, bad cholesterol, both of which are vital for leg health and circulation. Still, moderation is key. Because nuts are calorie-dense, just a small handful a day is enough, about 10 grams or a generous tablespoon. They're easy to work into your routine. Sprinkle chopped walnuts on oatmeal, add pecans to salads, or enjoy a few almonds with a piece of fruit for an afternoon snack. Annie Lee, who always worried about her legs feeling tired, began eating a small mix of nuts with her breakfast each morning. Within weeks, she noticed less muscle cramping and felt steadier on her feet, proof that simple changes can yield real rewards. B. Deep sea fish. Next, let's look at one of the best gifts the sea has to offer: deep sea fish. For Americans who grew up on meat and potatoes meals, fish was often a rare treat. Maybe Friday night fish fry, tuna sandwiches, or the occasional salmon dinner. Yet the benefits of eating fish, especially deep-sea varieties like salmon, mackerel, and cod, are especially powerful as we age. What makes deep-sea fish so valuable is their abundance of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA and EPA. These healthy fats have been studied for decades and are now recognized as some of the most potent protectors of the human body, especially when it comes to keeping blood vessels supple, fighting inflammation, and reducing the risk of heart disease. For your legs, omega-3s help maintain good circulation, support joint health, and reduce the risk of blood clots, swelling, and pain. But the benefits don't stop there. Deep sea fish are also a fantastic source of high-quality protein and vitamin D. Vitamin D is critical for helping your body absorb calcium from food, which keeps your bones strong and less likely to break in a fall. This is especially important for women after menopause, but men are at risk, too. Fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel naturally contain vitamin D, making them a double win for bone health. Regularly eating fish has even been linked with improved brain function and mood, a surprising but welcome bonus for seniors who want to keep both body and mind active and engaged. For older Americans, eating fish once or twice a week is enough to enjoy the benefits, and preparation can be easy. Bake a piece of salmon with lemon and herbs, stew cod with tomatoes and olives, or make a simple fish chowder. Some worry about mercury in seafood, but most deep-sea fish that are farmed or responsibly caught, like salmon, cod, and bass, are low in mercury and safe to eat even for those with health concerns. Annie, who never much liked fish as a child, found she loved salmon baked with a little maple syrup and mustard, or flaked into a leafy green salad. The difference it made in her energy and joint comfort was undeniable. C. Leafy green vegetables. Finally, we come to perhaps the single most important food group for leg health: leafy green vegetables. From the humble spinach and lettuce to kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, and arugula, these vegetables are staples in the diets of some of the world's longest-living people. Leafy greens are packed with nutrients that protect bones, joints, and muscles. Calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, vitamin C, and fiber. Calcium and magnesium work together to keep bones strong and muscles relaxed, preventing cramps and helping with muscle contractions. Vitamin K, found in abundance in kale and spinach, plays a key role in bone metabolism, ensuring that the calcium you eat makes it into your bones rather than being lost. Vitamin C is another quiet hero, helping to build and repair connective tissues and joints and acting as an antioxidant to protect cells from damage. The fiber in leafy greens aids digestion and helps keep cholesterol and blood sugar in check, supporting overall circulation and lowering the risk of swelling or varicose veins. But leafy greens offer even more. They're loaded with phytochemicals and antioxidants like chlorophyll and lutein, which have anti-inflammatory effects. For those suffering from arthritis or joint pain, these compounds can reduce swelling and discomfort, making movement easier and less painful. And because leafy greens are naturally low in calories and high in water, they help maintain a healthy weight, lightening the load on your knees, hips, and ankles. It's easy to incorporate greens into everyday meals. Toss spinach into an omelet, blend kale into a smoothie, add arugula to sandwiches, or cook collard greens with a little garlic and olive oil. Many older Americans find that eating a large salad at lunch or dinner is not only satisfying, but keeps their energy steady and their legs feeling lighter. For Annie, who grew up on iceberg lettuce but never tried kale until retirement, discovering the world of leafy greens was a revelation. She loved experimenting with new recipes, often inviting friends over to share a big bowl of mixed greens, nuts, and grilled salmon. Over time, her legs felt less swollen, her knees ached less, and she moved with greater ease and confidence. Bringing it all together. What makes nuts, deep-sea fish, and leafy green vegetables so special is how they work together to support leg health from every angle. Nuts deliver muscle-building protein and anti-inflammatory antioxidants. Fish bring omega-3s and vitamin D to nourish joints and bones, and leafy greens flood the body with minerals, vitamins, and plant compounds that strengthen bones, soothe joints, and boost circulation. For older Americans, the goal isn't perfection, it's simple, steady progress. By making these foods a regular part of your daily or weekly routine, you build a strong foundation for the years ahead. It's never too late to change what's on your plate, and the rewards are well worth it. Fewer aches, stronger steps, better balance, and the freedom to keep enjoying life's adventures. Annie Lee's story is a testament to the power of food. With a few small, intentional changes, she transformed her meals, her health, and her outlook on aging. She no longer feared losing her independence. Instead, she embraced each day with a sense of possibility, knowing her legs would carry her wherever she wanted to go. And so can yours, one nutritious bite at a time. As we grow older, it's clear that keeping our legs strong and healthy is about more than just luck or genetics. It's about the choices we make every day. Small habits and routines that build up over time to protect our mobility and independence. Just like caring for a cherished garden, tending to our legs requires patience, knowledge, and consistent effort. Luckily, the good news is that there are many practical, doable ways to maintain leg health, no matter your age or current fitness level. Let's walk through some of the most effective methods that seniors like you and me have used to keep moving comfortably and confidently. Moderate exercise. Exercise is often called a miracle drug, and for good reason. It has the power to strengthen muscles, lubricate joints, improve circulation, and boost mood, all critical for leg health. But the word exercise doesn't have to conjure images of intense workouts or gyms packed with weight machines. For most older adults, moderate, regular movement is the key. Walking is one of the simplest and most effective exercises you can do. It gets your legs moving, your heart pumping, and your blood flowing. Even a daily 20-minute stroll around the block or through a park can make a big difference. Cycling, whether on a stationary bike or a gentle ride outside, strengthens leg muscles without harsh impact on your joints. Stretching exercises are also vital. They keep muscles flexible, relieve stiffness, and improve range of motion. Simple leg stretches, calf raises, or seated hamstring stretches can be done right at home, no special equipment needed. Balance exercises deserve a special mention. As we age, balance often becomes trickier, increasing fall risk. Activities like Tai Chi, gentle yoga, or even standing on one foot with support nearby can sharpen balance and coordination. Many community centers offer senior-friendly fitness classes designed to meet varying ability levels. These classes provide a social outlet, too, which makes sticking with a routine easier and more enjoyable. B. Maintaining correct posture and standing habits. How we stand, sit, and move has a huge impact on our leg health over time. Bad posture doesn't just cause back pain. It can create uneven pressure on joints, reduce blood flow, and lead to muscle fatigue. When standing, it's important to distribute your weight evenly on both feet. Avoid locking your knees or shifting weight onto one leg for long periods, as these habits can strain muscles and joints and worsen circulation. If you find yourself standing for a while, gentle shifting from foot to foot or small calf raises can keep blood moving. Sitting posture matters too. Sitting with legs crossed tightly or for extended periods without breaks can impede circulation and cause swelling or numbness. Experts recommend sitting with feet flat on the floor, knees bent at roughly 90 degrees, and taking regular breaks to stand and move around. Wearing supportive footwear plays a role here as well. Shoes with good arch support, cushioned soles, and a proper fit reduce stress on feet, ankles, and knees, making standing and walking easier and more comfortable. C. Massage and hot compress. Sometimes our legs just need a little extra TLC. Massage is a wonderful way to relieve muscle tension, soothe aching joints, and improve circulation. Whether done professionally or with simple tools at home, a foam roller, massage ball, or even your own hands, a gentle massage can make legs feel lighter and more relaxed. Massaging the calves, thighs, and feet can stimulate blood flow, helping reduce swelling and stiffness. It can also ease the discomfort caused by varicose veins or arthritis. Many older adults find massaging their legs before bed helps them sleep better and wake feeling refreshed. Hot compresses are another great tool. Applying warmth to tired or sore muscles increases blood flow and relaxes tight tissues. This can be as simple as soaking your feet in warm water, using a heating pad, or applying a hot towel wrapped around the legs. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Combining massage with heat therapy amplifies the benefits, creating a comforting ritual that promotes healing and comfort. D. Reasonable diet and nutritional supplements. As we've seen earlier, what we eat profoundly affects leg health. A balanced, nutrient-rich diet supports muscles, bones, joints, and circulation. But sometimes food alone isn't enough, especially if appetite has decreased, absorption is limited, or health conditions interfere. Ensuring sufficient protein intake is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Dairy products, lean meats, nuts, legumes, and fish are excellent sources. Calcium and vitamin D are crucial for bone strength, helping prevent fractures and osteoporosis. Leafy greens, fortified cereals, and sunlight exposure support these needs. Sometimes, healthcare providers recommend supplements like calcium, vitamin D, or omega-3 fatty acids, especially if blood tests show deficiencies. It's important to talk with your doctor before starting supplements to avoid interactions with medications. Hydration also matters. Drinking plenty of water helps maintain joint lubrication and healthy circulation. Dehydration can worsen muscle cramps and fatigue. Regular checkups and treatment. Prevention is always better than cure, and regular medical checkups can catch leg-related issues before they become serious. Annual physical exams often include screenings for diabetes, peripheral artery disease, or arthritis, all of which affect leg health. If you notice symptoms like persistent leg pain, swelling, numbness, or skin changes, don't wait. Early diagnosis and treatment make a huge difference in outcomes. Physical therapy can be especially beneficial. Therapists tailor exercises to strengthen muscles, improve flexibility, and manage pain, helping many seniors regain mobility and confidence. If you have chronic conditions like diabetes or heart disease, managing these with your healthcare team reduces their impact on your legs. Medication adherence, lifestyle changes, and regular monitoring keep complications at bay. Maintaining a positive attitude. It's easy to underestimate the power of mindset when it comes to physical health. Yet a positive attitude can be one of the most potent tools for preserving leg health. Facing aging with acceptance and optimism encourages us to keep moving and caring for ourselves rather than giving in to fear or frustration. It helps reduce stress, which in turn lowers inflammation, a key factor in joint pain and muscle weakness. Staying motivated to exercise, eat well, and seek help when needed often depends on mental resilience and hope. Celebrating small victories, like walking a little farther or trying a new recipe, reinforces positive habits. Many seniors find that mindfulness practices, meditation, or simply connecting with loved ones help maintain emotional well-being, which directly supports physical health. Maintaining social activities. Finally, don't underestimate the role of social engagement in leg health. Being active in your community, whether through clubs, volunteer work, family gatherings, or casual walks with friends, motivates movement and keeps you mentally sharp. Social activities provide emotional support and reduce feelings of isolation or depression, which can sap energy and willingness to stay active. Annie Lee's journey back to strong, healthy legs wasn't just about exercise or diet. It was about joining a walking group at her local senior center, laughing with neighbors, and feeling part of something bigger. The encouragement from friends made all the difference, turning challenges into shared victories. Bringing it all together. Taking care of our legs as we age is a holistic journey, a blend of movement, posture, nourishment, medical care, mindset, and community. No single step stands alone. Each one feeds the next, creating a cycle of strength and vitality that supports independence and joy. You don't have to run marathons or overhaul your life overnight. Start small. 5 minutes, a chat with a friend, a cup of leafy greens with dinner. These little acts, practiced daily, build a future where your legs carry you confidently into the adventures yet to come. Remember, your legs have supported you through a lifetime of stories. Now it's time to give back, to nurture them with care, respect, and love. The freedom to move, explore, and live fully is within reach, one healthy step at a time. As we come to the end of our journey together today, it's clear that taking care of our legs is about so much more than just avoiding pain or discomfort. It's about preserving the freedom to walk confidently, to dance at family gatherings, to chase after grandchildren, and to live life fully and joyfully. Our legs carry the stories of where we've been and the promise of where we still want to go. They deserve our attention, kindness, and care. You've learned how lifestyle habits, nutrition, exercise, and a positive mindset all weave together to keep our legs strong and healthy. These aren't just facts or instructions. They are tools to reclaim your independence and enjoy every step you take. Remember, it's never too late to start making small changes. Each healthy choice builds momentum, bringing you closer to a life where your legs support your dreams rather than hold you back. I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing from today's video that resonated with you? Maybe it's trying a new exercise, adding more nuts or leafy greens to your diet, or simply standing a little taller each day? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else on the same journey. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any future videos that help you live healthier, stronger, and happier. Together, we'll keep moving forward, one step at a time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.